We are back again with another little update from Marvel Heroes. Now, if you remember, the last video I did on this game was when missions got added to the current build. And we played the prologue a little bit after that with the Hulk. This is going to be a very short video and a short update. I will have some footage from the last video on screen as it relates to what was added in last time, and that was resources, which is essentially this. Each character has a different resource. Hulk is anger. As he fights and uses abilities, or even just his movement, now you can see that his anger builds up, and this makes your attacks stronger. Essentially, they have different, as you can see, when very angry, it gets increased stats, and that goes for all of his moves. Look at his shockwave. And you essentially build anger using moves, using your movement ability. Just bound to the R button. This also builds anger. I'll go through a few different characters to show how the resources work and that they properly work now. We still don't have all of the powers. You know, like summon powers and the likes. Hotspot powers. It's still gonna be a little while before we get those, but resources are working. There were some other changes, like gazillion points. We're now not 9,000 infinite. They go down, and you can use a store command, which is store convert, and you can convert eternity splinters into gazillion points. And you don't have to do like just one eternity splitter. You can put convert and like 100, and it will convert 100 eternity splinters into gazillion points. And as you can see, it works. And currently there's not much you can do with eternity splinters, so until we have the proper 1.0 release, and we probably will have a wipe at that point, it's all up to the people running at least this server, the Tahiti server. There is another one. At least two. There's actually two more. There was a new one, the Council, I think it was called, which essentially has faster progression. This is I'm currently playing on Tahiti, which is more of a vanilla version. If any of you have played the Soulbox Race World, Need for Speed World servers, you have the Knight Rider server, which is more vanilla in terms of progression, how fast you earn XP and cash and all of that stuff. Then you have servers like Free Roam Sparks, which is just super modded with stuff that were never in like the official game, and you go crazy fast. But people will be able to run their own servers for this game, and you can make changes to progression, how fast you earn XP, currencies, how you unlock stuff. You have the full roster unlocked. If you have to unlock them with eternity splinters, how it was. If you have infinite gazillion points, all of these things are up to the people running the servers, and these are public servers. You can just play offline using your own PC as your own personal server, and potentially invite friends and just play with your group. But again, you have full control in that environment to do whatever you want with your side of the game outside of public servers like this one. Let's move to let's say Wolverine. I'll go to some of the characters that have unique resources. He has Fury, which builds as he uses moves, and then you have moves that use Fury. And when you have no Fury, you can't use your move. You have to build it up again. Then you can use it. Now, Venom is a bit different. Venom and Carnage are a bit different because Venom, at least, uses both Ichor and health, right? Now, let's say his basic attack. It uses Ichor. Then you have your web, which uses both. Well, actually, uses health and restores Ichor. So let me just get this done. It restores Ichor, but takes health. So you have to manage your build with your abilities. Because you will constantly be low on health, at least when you're not like fully endgame built yet. You want to get your Ichor back. You use ability that gets it. And you have something else. Build back some health, lose some Ichor. Right? And you have to manage this constantly. The web is usually like your most basic ability because it restores your Ichor. Everything else uses it. And then you can't use your ability because you don't have enough. So in between most abilities, you'll just be spamming webs. Spider-Man, I think, uses web. He used to be on Spirit before, but then he has webbing. And this changes with the costume. As you can see. It's a really nice detail. Right, web-based abilities use web. Do this. Okay, so not all of his abilities build up webbing. See, this is webbing cost. If we go into his, oops, wrong one. His powers, webbing cost 124, webbing cost. All of these abilities use resource, and then you have his signature, which generates webbing. So it's all about managing your build, how you want it to go, and then rolling through your powers to use and generate resource back. So you're always in this constant loop. I'm trying to think. We use Hulk's anger. I think Iron Man. Oh wait, Juggernaut. Juggernaut has momentum. Wait, what? Okay, this kind of bugged. Momentum. As you know, Juggernaut is all about moving, so as he moves, he builds momentum, right? That's his like primary resource, which is you need to constantly be on the move. And his abilities use momentum. But you always need to be on the move, never really stop for much. This generates momentum, and attack speed is increased based on momentum. Spend 50% of your momentum to increase damage by 4% per 10 momentum spent. Right? You get the gist, but resources are working, which is a great thing. So you don't just spam out abilities. I'm not going to go into detail into every single character. Some characters just have the basic spirit, which is mana. Deadpool doesn't have a resource. He doesn't use resources. He's just awesome. He's a resourceless character. Essentially. Who else? I'm trying to remember which ones had unique resources. Yeah, Magneto is one. Who else? No, I don't think Nova does. Oh, he does. It's Nova Force. Okay. He also has shield. There are characters that have secondary resources. He has shield. Thor has Odin Force or Thor Force. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. Because he has Spirit and he has Odin Force. Right. You have attacks that generate Odin Force, and then you have attacks that use Odin Force. So you have to manage resources. That essentially what it boils down to. Storm, I think, has a unique resource. Tempest. Yeah. Makes sense, right? The other one I remember is Nick Fury with his ammo. Yeah. And Magic just uses Spirit. Oh, this is a demon summon, so it doesn't work. Summon powers are not very close. There's still other things that need to be done, but this is essentially it. I don't want this to turn into a really long video. So just a short little update. Resources are working. Difficulties for missions and terminals, all that stuff is also working. Events, you know, Cosmic, Hightown, Midtown, whatever. Just a little update. Keep you guys posted on any future updates. Mainly big things like this, like resources, the summon powers when they become available, parties and super groups and all that, like social stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I catch you all in the next video.